Welcome to another new video of interesting math problem on our channel Math Solutions for You. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. What is the value of 3 plus root 5 divided by 2 whole to the power 5 plus 3 plus root 5 divided by 2 whole to the power minus 5? And this problem looks formidable at the first glance because it involves radicals, square roots, and higher powers or exponents, right? The fifth power looks pretty formidable by itself. And one thought or one approach that could be potentially thought of in solving problems like this is whether something meaningful could be achieved by expansion of the fifth power. So this is a binomial expansion of the fifth power. And I did look that one up, and that is actually pretty complicated and could make this really, really messy. So what's a relatively simple and relatively mess-free approach to arrive at the solution to this problem? So we start by letting a variable x be equal to 3 plus root 5 divided by 2. And essentially what we are asked to find is x to the power 5 plus x to the power minus 5. And x to the power minus 5 is 1 by x to the power 5. So it comes of the form x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5. So that's what we have been asked to find. Now, if that's the case, what do we know about x plus 1 by x? So x plus 1 by x is really 3 plus root 5 divided by 2 plus 2 over 3 plus root 5. So it's simply the sum of the reciprocal, right? And then for the term with the square root or the radical in the denominator, an obvious way of simplifying that is to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate and basically rationalize the denominator. So if I multiply the numerator and denominator of the second term by 3 minus root 5, I have 2 multiplied by 3 minus root 5 in the numerator of the second term, and then the denominator basically becomes 3 squared minus root 5 whole square. And this comes down to 3 plus root 5 divided by 2, and the second term can be simplified to 3 minus root 5 divided by 2, because the denominator 3 square minus root 5 whole square, essentially 3 square is 9, root 5 whole square is 5, so 9 minus 5 makes 4, and then there's a 2 in the numerator which gets cancelled out, and the denominator becomes 2, so we are left with 3 minus root 5 by 2. So if we sum these two up, this becomes simply 3. So now the problem can be restated as follows. If x plus 1 by x is equal to 3, what is the value of x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5? It still doesn't appear very simple because there's still the fifth root, right? Or rather the fifth power. And what do we do with that? And like I said, if we think about binomial expansion of the fifth exponent of the fifth power, that could quickly get quite messy and quite complicated. So one thing to realize is, the fifth power can be expressed as a product of two simpler powers, right? So it could be expressed as the product of the square and the product of the cube, right? So for finding x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5, we can probably first explore what is the value of x square plus 1 by x square, and what's the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube, and then multiply these to help generate the fifth exponent to the fifth power terms. So what is the value of x square plus 1 by x square? So given x plus 1 by x equal to 3, we can square both the sides, and we obtain x plus 1 by x whole square equal to 3 square, which is 9. And once we do that, we can expand x plus 1 by x whole square. So that's the formula of a plus b whole square equal to s square plus 2ab plus b square. Just to keep in mind that here a is x and b is 1 by x. So that's the result of the expansion. And for the 2ab term, we have 2x multiplied by 1 by x. So the x's gets cancelled out, and we are basically left with this. X square plus 1 by x square equal to 7. If we take the 2 over to the right hand side, so that becomes negative 2, so it's 9 minus 2, that's 7. So up to this point, it's pretty simple. Now, in order to get to the fifth power, we still need to evaluate the cube, right? So what is x cube plus 1 by x cube? So for this, I take help of a formula which shows us how to factorize the sum of two cubes. And it's a pretty standard formula in middle school to high school algebra. But here's the formula for a quick recap. So it states that a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b multiplied by a square plus b square minus ab. And just keeping in mind that here a is x cube and b is 1 by x cube, we can apply this formula and factorize this expression like this. X plus 1 by x multiplied by x square plus 1 by x square. And here the ab term is 1 because ab, it's a for x and b for 1 by x. So ab is x multiplied by 1 by x, which comes to 1. So we are left with x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to x plus 1 by x multiplied by x square plus 1 by x squared minus 1 within parentheses. And we already know what x plus 1 by x is. It's 3. We know what x squared plus 1 by x squared is. We just found out in the previous step, right? It's 7. So it's 3 multiplied by 7 minus 1. And this comes to 18. So we have x squared plus 1 by x squared equal to 7. And x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to 18. Now to get to those fifth power terms, we need to multiply these two. So let's do that. So if we multiply x squared plus 1 by x squared with x cube plus 1 by x cube, this is what we get. And then, continuing with the multiplication process, we basically have x to the power 5 plus 1 by x plus x plus 1 by x to the power 5. And this can be further written as x to the power 5 plus 3 plus 1 by x to the power 5, because we know 1 by x plus x is the same as x plus 1 by x, and that's equal to 3. So we can basically write this. X to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 plus 3 is equal to x squared plus 1 by x squared multiplied by x cube plus 1 by x cube. And we have already found out what x squared plus 1 by x squared is and what x cube plus 1 by x cube is. So we just substitute that here. So we have x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 plus 3 equal to 7 multiplied by 18. So x square plus 1 by x square is 7. X cube plus 1 by x cube is 18, as we found out earlier. So the right hand side comes to 7 multiplied by 18, and if you do the math, it comes to 126. So x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 will be 126 minus 3, which gives us 123. So this will be the answer.